There is no record of any great artist who didn't drink or take drugs or whatever. Now, I'm not advocating you do that.
Yeah, sorry. Actually.
But I think creative people embrace life. And I don't think I wouldn't advocate drugs. You could argue alcohol is a drug. Oh, okay. But you could, this sense of elevating yourself, the sense of taking yourself out of somewhere and going somewhere else, I think it's very fundamental to the creative spirit. And I think because there is a generosity in creativity.
Oh, I love that.
That I love, because it's trying to embrace, it's trying to include you. It doesn't want to, creativity doesn't want to exclude people.
Yeah.
It wants to include. You don't write a book and go, I'm sorry, I don't want, those people to read it. You want everybody to read it. You paint a picture, you want everybody to go and see it. You make a movie, you want everybody to go and see it. You don't go, oh, no, not for you. Pricing, brands do that. Rolls-Royce doesn't want everybody to own a Rolls-Royce. Or Gucci doesn't want everybody to wear whatever it might be. But creativity wants to include. So I think that sense of generosity is there. And I think creative people in themselves are generous people. They're not narrow people. So I think some essence of opening you up, the spirit, communicating, relaxing, enjoying things is fundamentally important. And if that tends to involve, I talk about alcohol more than drugs, because drugs can be, I don't smoke, but I don't consider a spliff to be a really serious drug. It's too stupid. I think does help people. Now, I am actually reading a brilliant book called 3 Shades of Blue. It's about 3 genius jazz musicians, Miles Davis, sorry, the brain stopped working there. Miles Davis, John Coltrane and Bill Evans.
Right.
And they all became heroin addicts. And that was unbelievably damaging.
Yeah.
And jazz musicians in the 50s did it because Charlie Parker was a heroin addict.
Who's Charlie Parker? He was
great, one of the all-time great jazz musicians. Right. Cool. Developed a style of jazz called bebop, and his ability to play the saxophone, the alto, at a level which was like unprecedented, and it was because suddenly his brain was connecting in a certain way because of heroin that was nobody had ever heard it like that before, and other people followed him, and that was, I think, in the end, very, very damaging. So, like everything in life...
Yeah, it's interesting. On the Beatles side of things, when you listen to their discography, they're my favourite band. I'm just like... My mum's a Scouser as well, so like there's something... They really speak to me. But the album, when they... When they did all the... When they were basically off their nut on acid, essentially. Yeah. But the way their music changed. And if you listen to, it's all like happy at the beginning.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And it just shows...
I want to hold your hand.
Also, want to hold your hand. Like Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically pull the plugs out. That one song creates death metal, and it's just genius. And what's the one where they're pulling the synths and they're playing it back to front?
There was a lovely... George Martin talks about kind of how he helped them create the sound and things like that. But I just think it opened up ways of looking at things and thinking about things. But I think you've got to be in control of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say. And that's where danger occurs. But hey, listen, if you're a racing driver, you've got to go as fast as you possibly can. You might come off the track. The difference between winning and losing is, taking that corner at 200 miles an hour, you win. At 199 miles an hour, you lose.
Yeah.
And at 201 miles an hour, you come off the track.
Espressos is sponsored by supply chain software gurus Unleashed. It talks to your e-com and accounting software. It's helped islands cut admin time in half, get granular clarity on your margins, know where your stock is, don't miss availability. Brands like Candy Kittens, Tiny Rebel and Trip all use Unleashed, and so should you.